This is Catherine Isabel, and you're listening to the Knife Party podcast. I hope you enjoy it, because I don't.
Groovy.
Hello. Welcome to another edition of the Knife Party podcast. We leave it all on the cutting room floor. Of course, your illustrious host, Zach Evergreen, and joined with me, as always. It's been a few weeks, man. We had a couple of acts of God preventing this
a little bit,
podcast from happening, but Antonius Montana is finally here.
I made it.
And we are talking Dark City. This is a movie we've been wanting to cover for a long time.
For literally years. We've been talking about
it's been on the list.
Yeah.
And then finally, it was like, you know what? I was really in the mood to watch this movie, and I'm so glad I did. And we're going to get right into it in just a second. But first, let's take care of some bills. This show is brought to you by you, our Patreons. You guys are shrinking. Please tell a friend how much $5 goes. Patreon.com/NightPartyPod is where you go. For only $5 a month, you get not only this show, you get a bunch of other shows, such as Slime Wreck Radio X. This is our X channel where we kind of talk about whatever, and I have random guests on. We have Knife Party After Dark, and we are going to be doing a very good People's Court on The Faculty versus The Thing right after this.
Yeah, we are.
The mics are hot, but the lights are down, and usually we've gotten a little silly at the time, which we probably will do.
We will do.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, my pants will be off.
Whoa. Whoa. You got your Speedos on?
Maybe.
Bikini briefs. All right, anyway. And then also, too, we have Midnight Ramen. That's our video game show. And we haven't done one in a minute, but then again, we haven't done a show in a minute. But I definitely got some stuff coming. I actually have... Anyway, just check it out, because you get a free trial there. We also have a $20 tier called Stop the Bike, where you actually get quarterly merchandise, and you also get to go stop the bike, time out, stop the bike, and pick a movie that we must review. And and there's certain movies we won't review, but if you stop the bike, we will review it. Like, for instance, someone suggested we do the movie Full Monty, and I said,
God.
I said, you're not a Stop the Bike member.
Yeah.
But if you were,
we would do it.
We would do it.
We would, yeah.
Exactly. I'm not even kidding. That actually happened.
Oh, no.
Also, you get free advertisements like this. Caps and Cork on the borderlands of Vallejo, California, and Napa Square, a.k.a. American Canyon, is where you go for all your adult beverages needs to be met. They're cool dudes with no attitudes. They have beards, and they speak multi-languages. One of them speaks 4. But El Espanol, it's all there. And they have a great whiskey selection.
They do, yeah.
And also microbrews and everything else like that. They're at 62 Rancho Square. So that's where you go, and that's how they got that advertisement. You could also email us at knifepartypod@yahoo.com, and I answer every and all emails. They will not go ignored, and usually on the day that you send it. And I love it how I have our plugs down to the point where now the silence is here, and that means we can talk about the movie.
It's time to do it.
Dark City. I don't know where to begin. I have tons of notes. Mm-hmm. Should we start with the trailer, or should we start? Where did we?
I'd say let's start with the trailer. Let's get in the mood. Let's set the vibe.
Set the tone.
I like that.
Set the tone. Okay, so we're playing the trailer. Hopefully, we won't get Sweet Caroline, because we have to, as you guys know. We are also a YouTube show. Please like and subscribe and all that other stuff. If you can't, by the way, if you can't afford to be a member of our Patreon, dude, cool, awesome. Just all you got to do is like, subscribe, all that other stuff, because it does help spread the word, or, tell a friend about the show. Oh, and by the way, I got to give a shout out to one of my patrons. That came into my my winery the other day. You know who you are,
yeah.
And you might be listening. brother, let's hook up soon and do a project because I have something in the works.
I'll be the light guy.
It so happens that this person may or may not host a horror movie show on KQED kind of thing.
Ah.
And an internet show and a
Ooh.
podcast.
That's freaking amazing, dude.
So, I mean, we're always rubbing elbows with people. Sadly, Sons and Shadows and everything else kind of dropped out on us. I understand. I dominate the conversation. I'm a natural host. I get it. I'm the Bill Murray of the Ghostbusters. Sometimes, I'm hard to work with. I get it. But anyway.
Dang it, Venkman.
Yes, exactly. And also, we have some Heaven's Heels gigs on the way, but we're going to talk about that later. So that'll be in After Dark. We're going to go ahead and start with this theatrical trailer. It is a little long in the tooth, but this movie kind of deserves a longer trailer than a 90-second trailer.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get it started.
In a world.
Dude, I cannot wait to start talking about this. From the director of The Crow. From the dark side of imagination. In a world where night never ends. In a world where Jennifer Connelly is a singer. Where a man has no past. And humanity has no future. Dark City. Pretty good 1998 graphics, too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Sewell, Kiefer Sutherland, Jennifer Connelly, William Hurt, and the dude who played Riff Raff from Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm not kidding. That's actually the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the dude. And he actually wrote most of. I know way too much for hating that movie, being Rocky Horror Picture Show. But yeah, Riff Raff wrote like the script for it.
Oh, wow.
Or co-wrote it.
Co-wrote it. Yeah.
Everyone thinks that Tim Curry's the brains behind that, but no. Anyway, okay. Start from the basics. We're going to go ahead and go to Tomatoes. I haven't written it yet, but I cannot wait to hear your score.
Yeah.
What are you giving this?
I mean, for me, it's Crow status for sure. Like
Definitely.
a 92, 93.
The funny thing you say that, I'm giving the theatrical version a 92.
Yeah, okay.
The director's cut,
yeah.
I'm giving a 99.
Wow.
So you haven't seen the director's cut.
No, I just watched the director's cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you one of the major differences of the director's cut to the theatrical version. This. The director's cut uses its pacing and music properly.
Yeah.
The theatrical version just pounds you with this music all the fucking time.
The whole movie, yeah.
Too much. Just every time there's anything going on. See, I'm trying to talk over this music. It's hard to.
Yeah.
And they just use that loop. Now, dig this, dude. I have heard this whole soundtrack, and it's fabulous.
Right.
It's got a lot of cool dark wave, a lot of jazz, 1930s, 1940s noir jazz on it.
Yeah, 40s, 50s noir.
And then it's got a lot of really cool what would seem like late 80s dark wave. They don't use that on the soundtrack unless you watch the director's cut.
Right.
Then they do, and it's kind of like foreboding stuff. But that theme on the theatrical version, they just pound it. And also, I do not like in the theatrical version how Kiefer Sutherland basically spoils the whole movie in the very beginning.
Yeah. Right from the start. Yeah.
But in the the director's cut, it just starts with the swinging lamp.
Yeah.
In the very beginning. Where did you first see this?
I think it was when it got to TV, so Showtime or HBO or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
I forgot what movie I was seeing. I almost want to say it was The Mummy. I'm not even kidding.
Awesome movie.
Awesome, great
Yeah.
movie. Really the best monster movie since Dracula, 1992, even though The Mummy is a family-friendly horror sci-fi adventure Indiana Jones romp.
Yeah.
We didn't really have a good classic Universal monster movie since Dracula.
Yeah.
And then since then, we haven't had really a good one since Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Nosferatu was great, don't get me wrong, but I have my issues with it. So, like I said, this soundtrack is awesome, and they didn't even utilize it. They just used that one track over and over.
And it wasn't even like the full track. It was like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And yeah, they just pounded you in the face with it.
So whoever edited it was really bad. Alex Proyas, they should have let him did everything. Before I forget, Alex Proyas wanted a $75 million budget.
Yeah.
And he got a $25 million budget.
75 million back then? Holy moly.
Yeah, well, this is one of these movies too. I don't want to get into the fun facts yet.
Yeah.
So you saw this on HBO or whatever, and then were you just blown away like, oh my God?
Yeah, I just thought it was like, I've always been into that macabre and gothic style even since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, oh, wow. Like
this movie's made for me.
It's exactly. It's sci-fi. It's got the dark vibe to it. The noir setting. I love that so much.
Yeah, me too.
So it was an amazing story. It was just like, yeah, buying this movie.
It's almost like Gotham City meets psychic vampires or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Because the creatures and so the strangers rather.
Yeah.
Have a lot of vampiric things going on for them.
They kind of do, but they're also, like the Borg or whatever.
Well, kind of, but no, but what I mean is vampires have a hive mind.
Yeah.
They're aversion to sunlight.
Yeah.
Water, running water.
Yeah.
In this movie, when they die, like they either explode or so. In this movie, like you see that them come out and like the actual.
That was super cool.
It is cool, even though the graphics were dated at the time. They were fantastic. Let me get rid of this because an ad is playing. Okay. And also too, they're pale. They wear black.
Yeah.
They use kind of like these. It's funny. Jonathan Fallon. I have to mention him every episode. Had one of the Dark City knives.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got it at I don't know if he got it at a garage sale or a flea market, but it was pretty cool. It was a showpiece, though. Clearly it didn't work.
No, yeah,
it was
you're
still
not gonna
cool.
Do anything with it? Yeah,
yeah. It was a sword breaker knife where the knife goes. Anyway, so I saw this in the theater on opening day.
Oh, wow!
Because as I was saying, I think I saw the Mummy trailer. I think it was the Mummy trailer, or if not, it was some other trailer, and I saw that teaser trailer we just watched.
Right. And
I went, holy shit.
Yeah.
The guy, because The Crow was like my favorite movie when I was a teen, one of them, top 5 easy. And then I saw Alex Proyas, and I'm like, and I was like, oh no, he's doing it, and it's an original idea, and this and that, and just seeing that trailer with no dialogue, with just music and words, I'm like, and then Jennifer Connelly, of course, and Kiefer Sutherland, of course, and I'm like, oh, I am in. And then I also do love William Hurt. I've always liked him. He's always a guy, and especially as a noir detective, it's like he was born for this.
That
role.
was a very good role for him. Yeah.
Okay, so we. With our powers combined, do you want to give a solid 96?
That sounds great. 96.
Way better than what the audience and the so the tomato meter gave us a 78. Siskel and Ebert, this is one of the only movies they could agree on. In fact, I think it was Robert Ebert, said that this is maybe the greatest movie ever made.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he actually did it on the special creatures I have on my DVD. There's a whole like review
segment just on his thoughts,
and it's not even like 10 minutes. It's like a good 45 minutes an hour.
Holy moly!
Yeah,
okay.
Where he just talks about the importance of this movie and how it's one of the greatest films ever made, ever imagined, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, that's freaking high praise.
Now,
Yeah.
the popcorn meter gave it 85, which I'm pretty surprised because this movie is very high concept.
Yeah.
Like, this did come out, though, where a lot of high concept movies, like, oh, God, I forgot the name of that French film, Nadalia or whatever, and also City of Lost Children came out. And so there was a bunch of kind of, like, steampunky noir kind of films, but this one is the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Because not only this movie isn't weird for weird's sake like a lot of those other movies are.
Yeah.
This movie is actually got a brilliant script, brilliant storyboard, brilliant filming, brilliant music, unless you're watching the theatrical version where you just hear the same 30 seconds of over and over again. Great acting, great casting.
They did a phenomenal job with the casting for this movie.
And also, the best thing about it is it's done so well. Also too, I love that the theatrical version has way more CGI in it, and the director's cut does not.
Yeah.
They stripped it down very much so, and thank God, because some of that stuff doesn't age well. I also love the claymation that they used. They used practical effects with the buildings and such.
All the models.
Those
and
were all
everything.
clay,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, okay.
To think about the hours and hours of sculpting
Each individual building for a massive city.
Yeah. And all the changes that they make and everything else. So if you guys haven't seen this movie, and I know a lot of people haven't, you definitely need to. I'm going to go over some fun facts. We already talked about who's in the movie.
Fact it up.
Okay, so Alex Priaz co-wrote and directed. This is a love letter to the Twilight Zone.
Ah, okay.
So he wanted to write a Twilight Zone episode that never been pitched, was the idea.
Yeah.
He wanted to, and after doing The Crow, he actually wanted to do a movie based off of a graphic novel that never existed.
Huh.
Now, I always thought this was a graphic novel because I saw the graphic novel.
That's what I thought too.
But it came later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and also too, his pick for the lead, Russell Sewell, was actually, he picked him on purpose because
the eyes.
He's
got those weird eyes.
He's got the weird eyes, but also, he's got the, like, he might be a serial killer eyes.
Yeah.
But also because he was an unknown. He was a British soap actor.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like daytime.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's like, no, I want to pick a blank person,
especially for the American audience. You want somebody that nobody knows about for something like this.
Now, we're going to get a lot of similarities to a certain movie, and when you guess it, and you will guess it, you're going to know, I lost respect for this other movie. They wanted a blank slate person, an everyman that any person watching, man or woman, could put their shoes in their place.
Oh, okay.
Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, so Alex started writing this before The Crow. He had the script finish in 1991.
Oh.
And a lot of storyboards for it as well.
Yeah.
The original script was set in the 1940s around the Frank Bomstead's character. So Frank Bomstead is the detective who was working on the case, who keeps drawing the circles everywhere.
Yeah.
It actually starred him. The original script was around his character trying to find the main character of this movie.
Ah.
Trying to find Jack Murdoch.
Okay.
So, and then, as it does, rewrites happen, and
I'm really glad they did that though, because like that's a cool idea, but it's not as powerful to me as being, John Murdoch and like not having memory and everything.
Yeah. No, I like it too. I like being in his shoes because the theatrical version ruins it, but the director's cut. Now, don't get me wrong. Still watch the theatrical version if that's the only access you have. Believe me. But really, I'm telling you, if you like the theatrical version, definitely go check out what the F is going on with my computer. Don't worry. There we go. Get out of here, Discover. The theatrical version rather is still really good, like I was saying, but
I mean that's what got me into it.
Yeah, me too. So David Goyer, Goyar,
Goyer,
he actually was a script writer / editor for Blade.
Oh,
and he was hired by New Line Cinema to make it quote unquote less weird. Because this movie was very, very David Lynch-esque script-wise.
Okay.
And everyone saw it, would just throw the script back and go, this can't get made.
Oh.
Like now, here goes similarity number 2 to this movie that you're going to guess.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers is the people that actually picked this up for a minute and were holding on to the script going, yeah, we're going to make this movie.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's clue number 2. Okay, so the Writers Guild, SAG, right, said that this movie was just not possible as well, and they wouldn't even insure it.
What?
I don't know why.
That's such a crazy idea to think about.
Isn't it? So Kiefer Sutherland was actually one of Robert Perez's first picks.
Oh, nice.
He actually was in charge of also to the casting direction. So usually you hire somebody to do casting.
Yeah.
But this was Alex's baby. And his first phone call was to Kiefer.
I mean, it was a great pick. I really liked his character.
The lead, and not as the lead.
Right. No, he would have been terrible if he was the lead.
And here's what Kiefer's response was. He goes, aren't you trying to find my dad?
Ha.
Because this seems like Donald Sutherland, like a role he would play, as a older, wiser, limping, injured psychologist. But no, he's like, no, I want you to do it.
Yeah.
He goes, I really like your work, and I think the movie that kind of got it was either Phone Booth or another movie. But either way, he goes, that guy's got range, and also we wanted to not make you unrecognizable, but make you sympathetic.
Yeah.
Because usually Kiefer Sutherland's a badass in every movie he's in.
He was.
And he's kind of a pushover wimp in this one, even though he's the Deus Machina at the end.
Yeah.
It is, still what it is. Okay. The studio, Warner Brothers, was like Johnny Depp or Tom Cruise for the lead.
Oh.
And Alex was like, absolutely not.
Yeah, those are both terrible decisions.
Could you imagine this with Tom Cruise? Could pull it off. But
I feel like Johnny Depp, if it literally, all the people in the universe, it could only be Johnny Depp or Tom Cruise, I would prefer Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Like, to me, he has way more range as an actor than Tom Cruise does.
Well, I'm just thinking Tom Cruise via Vanilla Sky.
Okay.
Like kind of how he acts in that, because this movie is kind of simple. It has themes that are very similar.
Yeah.
By the way, in the late 90s, too, this is one of the 3 movies that really make you think about stuff, and especially rewatching them, I think about all the time. And Vanilla Sky was one of them. But this movie and Donnie Darko really get me thinking. And guys, go listen to that was the last thing we did with Kevin Smith from Sons and Shadows. Our Donnie Darko episode is actually pretty legit. Okay, Richard O'Brien was Mr. Hand, and he was, the dude I was talking about who helped write Rocky Horror. He watched Nosferatu, the original 1920s movie, over and over again to get the movements just right for Mr. Hand.
Oh, weird.
So notice he has
Okay.
a very Nosferatu-like.
He does. Yeah, it's very apparent. It's like, yeah, it's out of an old vampire movie.
So yeah, and he studied that film and said like, I want this character to be like, are they vampires? Are they not? What are they doing? Like,
Because, yeah, for most of the movie, like, you're really just not sure what they are, like,
Yeah.
all that. And, yeah, it's like looking back, like, yeah, he has kind of like that hunched posture and everything.
yes,
Yeah.
he's like tall and thin and raily, and
Mm-hmm.
he's even almost got the same coat that Nosferatu had.
Right. Yeah, the high collar. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What else got? Kiefer Sutherland lassoed everybody. So a lot of people weren't sure about this movie, but when
Yeah.
he read the script, he's like, no, come on. I put my reputation on this thing.
Yeah.
Like, I believe in this project. So if it wasn't for Kiefer Sutherland being casted, this movie may have not have happened.
Oh,
So
wow.
shout out Kiefer. Let's see. This was filmed in Australia,
Okay.
and they actually had the makeup artist for, believe it or not, all the other movies, Independence Day.
What?
He did the aliens in Independence Day. It was the same makeup artist.
Okay.
Which is pretty interesting because you don't think of Independence Day having a lot of makeup, but they kind of did, like, and there's a lot of, like on the aliens when you actually see them, the autopsy scene, etc.
Yeah.
And let's see, the same head statue that the strangers possessed, right, is used in the movie Prometheus.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Isn't that it? Like
That's
with the
pretty
clock
dope.
inside?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's Ridley Scott's like tip of the cap to Alex Proyas,
Right.
but it's the same head. Like it's exactly the same.
Huh.
But it also could be because Alex Proyas clearly did like not oh god, what's his name? The artist that did all the alien stuff.
H.R. Giger.
Thank you, H.R. Geiger. I wanted to say Guy
Yeah.
Gax, but H.R. Geiger, yeah.
It's not D&D, bro.
So here is the other working titles for this: Dark World or
No.
Dark Empire.
No.
Dark City works better.
Yeah, Dark City is just way better.
It is just a perfect title. Okay, have you put together the Warner Brothers and the Everyman thing yet for the movie that totally rips this movie off? I'm going to give you another little clue.
Okay.
Do you notice the amount of green in this movie? Think about the bathroom and the bathtub.
Yeah, there's like a green hue.
Think
a lot
about
of
when he's
times.
mixing the memories. Think about there's a
Right.
green and blue filter on this movie.
Right.
There's in the movie that totally ripped this off. Same thing. Think about the buildings. Think about the rooftops.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is, the Matrix connection.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that's where you were going with it, but I was like, I don't know. I feel like that's too easy. It's got to be something more obscure.
Nope, Keanu Reeves was picked in the Matrix because he looks like the everyman American. He
Yeah.
could be Asian, he could be white, he could be Hispanic, he could be whatever.
Whatever,
And he's
yeah.
blank slate.
Yeah.
Not only that, but the green, they use the same camera filters.
Yeah.
They use the same sets as this movie.
Oh, really?
They were about to demolish the set. Warner Brothers, who broke off from this movie,
Yeah.
still own those sets. New Line Cinema actually bought the movie after this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's even an interview I was watching while I was waiting for your arrival, and Alex Proyas says, absolutely and 100% The Matrix was made because of this movie. If it wasn't
I
for
mean,
this
that makes sense. Yeah.
also even the concept of we envelop a fake world for you.
True. But, like, wasn't The Matrix written years earlier?
This was written in 91. I don't think The Matrix was written before 91. This
Okay.
script was being passed around for a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
You're telling me the Wachowski sisters or whatever they are now,
Yeah.
like didn't like fucking get a hold of this somehow, some way? Especially if they're under the same umbrella, the
Yeah.
Warner Brothers umbrella. I don't know, man. Anyway,
No, I mean, yeah, the concept, they just took it to a much bigger scale.
yeah.
You know, but this movie is a lot like Matrix is awesome for what it is, but this has so much more depth to it.
Yes.
Than the Matrix
It's
does.
more organic.
Yeah.
And, well, I mean, I don't think the Matrix was going for organic, but even, excuse me, the fact where, like, you know, I know Kung Fu because he gets memories.
Right.
Right? Same thing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
anyway.
Yeah, that's true. He gets a needle and he gets a new memory. I never
So-
put that together. That's crazy.
This movie got a rated R originally. And it did not have, oh, by the way, the prostitute scene, that is a bit of all right. She is beautiful. But that wasn't in it originally.
Right.
And also when Mr. Hand goes, I'm not finished with her, and he starts carving into her and stuff.
Yeah.
That wasn't in it either
Okay.
in the original cut. And this got an R-rated movie.
Right.
And then they said, well, F it. We're going to go back and film some boobs. If it's going to be R-rated, it's going to be R-rated.
We're going to make it a hard R.
So they're like, screw it. I mean, you know, they were like, why does this get an R-rated, like R rating? And this really gets me with how they rate movies, because this movie should be PG-13. There's no foul language in it.
Right.
There's barely any blood.
Yeah.
And the blood that you do see, the alien blood, is like blue and black and stuff.
It's not even, it's not human blood.
You only see dead bodies. You don't see anyone actually killed.
Right.
The only deaths in this movie are William Hurt flying out of the space, and that's like not gory at all.
No.
And then like an alien gets his cranium cut, but he's already a dead alien thing. And then you see like, you know, I think 2 pairs of tits. That's it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the mutilation of a body afterward, that was added in later because they already got their R. That basically they were like, you're getting an R, and there's no way around it. So they're like, screw it. There's barely even gunplay in this movie. It's all like one.
It's a lot of dialogue.
Yes.
Like, that's really the movie.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
very good shooting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, no. Sorry. Only 22 mil. And it made 27. So this barely broke even.
Yeah.
But in DVD, video, and everything else like that, it's a cult phenomenon. This definitely is.
It is
like,
definitely, top cult status.
Okay. Let's see. What else do I got? Okay, so that's all I got for fun facts.
Oh, okay.
So let's just kind of talk about like here's a fun fact for me. This actually has my favorite scene in any movie ever.
What scene?
I bet you're going to guess it.
You would be making a bad bet.
I guarantee you could bet it. It is my favorite scene in the movie. It might even be yours. It is one of the movies that dude, every hair on my body stood up like goose pimples everywhere when this happened. It's when John gets arrested and he's talking to Jennifer Connelly on the phone.
Yeah.
In the jail. And she goes, 1 more minute, because they're about to take him away.
Yeah.
And then he touches the glass and it shatters.
Yeah.
And that kiss. Dude, is there a better kiss in any movie ever? And the music swells.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When I saw that, I was like, oh, this is my favorite movie ever. In fact, this was my favorite movie ever when it came out. I went out and bought it on VHS. My friend, who worked at not Hollywood Video, Meadows Video, got me the poster, and that poster was on my wall to the point where it was like sun faded.
Okay. Had a few of those.
I love that scene. That scene is so amazing to me because. And also, and I'm gonna get into kind of more why that scene is so important. But again, with the dialogue,
yeah.
But when he's like, I don't believe it, the affair, everything, I don't believe anything, and I know I didn't do these things, and this really got me to thinking, like, kind of like Donnie Darko, time travel, or personalities in general. I actually think that time travel is possible, and I'm pretty sure I've done it. However.
Yeah.
I think that when you do it, you do not realize the changes.
Yeah. Because
you made a paradox.
Right.
And simulation theory and all that stuff, all that was coming around during, like, when this movie came out. I think this movie predates simulation theory because.
I mean, that really took off with the Matrix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did, which this movie kind of spawned. But no, I really believe that, like, when you're near death, meaning right when you're about to fall asleep and your breathing is labored and everything, I actually have a theory that you might be able to kind of like go on God's Wi-Fi, if you will, go to weird specific points in time and change like very tiny little subtle things, and it will actually brighten your next day because you actually changed something in the past. So when someone goes, hey, remember when you did that stupid thing? You're like, I don't remember it that way.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is, you know, when someone tells a story and you're like, that didn't happen, dude. It happened like this.
Yeah.
And you both are dead to right sure that you're right.
Well, yeah, it's like the Mandela effect, which is crazy because I've met like the classic one is like the Fruit of the Looms. Like it never had the cornucopia.
It did.
And it's like, I've talked to so many people in our generation.
It had the cornucopia.
It did. But they're like, oh, yeah, no, it never had it. Here's every logo we've had since we started. Never. I was like, I've talked to like 1,000 people in my age range.
Yeah.
And they all said it had it. Like, there's no way that all those people are crazy. No, it had the
cornucopia. It had the horn of plenty.
Yeah.
It did.
It 100% did.
Now, maybe their underwear didn't, but their shirts did.
Yeah.
That could be a thing.
It was a logo that they put on something at some point. But for whatever reason, it's like, nope, here's our history of our logos, and it's not there.
I swear to you, I used to buy the white packs of T-shirts from Walmart, and they had it on there.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing it in Kmart and Target and whatever. Like,
well, not only that, but when you work at a refinery or you work at like a job where you have to like move around a lot, you need undershirts. And I swear to God, I saw that logo so many times. It's tattooed in my brain.
Exactly.
Like if I was a blind man, I'd be able to draw it. And everyone knows exactly what, because the cornucopia, the point of the horn was facing east, and the horn opening was facing west, correct?
Yes.
Left to right?
Yeah.
Bingo. So without even looking it up on the internet, how do we both remember that it was left to right like that? Not right to left.
Yeah, because it was open and the fruit was spilling out.
Yes.
There. Yeah.
Bingo. Anyway, so yeah, proof that time travel is, in theory, pretty real. Okay, so what is one of your favorite scenes? And we can go on. Because, I mean, this movie's all about the scenes. We're not even going to try to explain this movie to you. This is, you have to see it, and I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. Go.
I mean, for me, like one of my favorite parts or scenes or whatever is, spoiler alert, at the end when he's creating the island and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Like
so
the water's
good.
rising and the land comes out and the sun. And I was like, this is gorgeous.
And
like,
not
that
only
is
that,
so cool.
Not only that, early CGI, very good.
Very,
Very
very good. Yeah.
By the way, Alex Proyas said by the budget, he goes, there's no way we're going to be able to make this movie, and it's going to bomb, and it's going to be horrible. It's going to be terrible. And then when the editor came back and he goes, I think you're going to like this, boss. He was like, oh my God, this is my opus. This is my masterpiece.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think this was possible. Mm-hmm. And he said the CGI department and the special effects department, they took everything from my brain and somehow put it to celluloid. And he was like,
that's right. This is pre-digital too. That's crazy.
Yeah. So this was not like a movie where they could just go cut. No, this was still film.
Yeah.
So also too, do you know what the spiral thing has? You know how like they're always drawing spirals in this movie? The nothing spiral?
And that's what he has, his fingerprints and everything too.
Bingo. So I was going to say that the fingerprints isn't in the theatrical. It's only in the directors.
The directors, yeah.
Here's the weird thing about the fingerprints thing. Okay, first, fun fact, that spiral is actually known as the Lacuna Coil.
Ah.
That's what that means.
Okay.
It's a spiral that goes into infinity, but you just can't see it. Your fingerprints are actually created in the womb before you get eyes or fingernails.
Yeah.
It's one of the first things that develops on a human body. So the fact that he would have them would tell you that, yes, he is the Neo. He is the one, the chosen one.
Right, right.
Because that didn't come from memory.
No.
You
can't alter that.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
So that's pretty cool. I think it's worth mentioning that Jennifer Connelly actually did her own singing.
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah.
That's cool.
If you hear the soundtrack and then hear her version, that's actually her singing.
Okay.
And she's got a beautiful voice.
She does, yeah.
Where do you rank her as, like, I mean, obviously Captain is my number one. Catherine Isabel, rather, is my number one. But Jennifer Connelly's got to be in my top 3.
Oh, wow.
I think she might be in my number 2 or number 3.
Oh, geez.
Where would you put her? I mean, she's just got this old world beauty about her.
She does. She's very girl next door. You know,
She's got a Monica Bellucci thing going on, but like more laid back.
Monica Bellucci?
Monica Bellucci was in The Matrix. She was one of the main bride in The Bride of Dracula and Dracula.
Oh,
She's
yeah. Sorry, I was
Italian
blanking.
supermodel,
Right.
Super hot.
I've never really found her to be like that attractive.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's got like a Monica Bellucci thing going on, but more.
No,
like
I would definitely put
relaxed.
Jennifer Connelly over Monica Bellucci.
I would too. Jennifer Connelly's amazing in this movie too because she's supposed to be like a cheating harlot, but you could tell
Is she though?
Exactly.
Is she?
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
No, she's a real one, bro. All right,
whoa,
ride or die, bro.
Another great scene is William Hurt's character's introduction, and it goes on the first scene in the movie because this scene, this movie opens up with one of the greatest scenes. It's just a swinging lamp,
Yeah.
and a broken fishbowl, and we see John in the bathtub nude, and then when he gets up, he's like, oh, I don't know what's going on, and he sees like the syringe, and that's kind of like a Chekhov's gun, if you will. We're gonna figure out what the syringes are later. But to quote William Hurt, what kind of killer stops to save a drowning fish?
Yeah, a dying fish.
And
yeah.
isn't that a great shot when he puts the fish in the water?
Right.
The goal. I love that shot, man. This movie is all about the shots. I swear, like it is so freaking. The cinematography in this movie is second to none.
Yeah.
I love The Crow. Don't get me wrong, but this is Alex Proyas' masterpiece.
The Crow is an awesome, like, I guess, love story, revenge story,
flick.
right? Like a wonderful
music video. This is not a music video.
This was like, your 50s noir, like
I'd say 40s noir.
40s noir love story, like sci-fi. Like it's so much deeper. Like I said earlier,
It's got a little bit of Dune to it too. Like one man is going to save the world.
Yeah.
But it doesn't start that way. It starts as this crime genre where, like, what's, and when you're watching it for the first time, you're like, a serial killer grows a conscience because he gets amnesia. I'm interested. The automat scene.
yeah,
Another good use of green. Remember it says green jello?
Yeah.
And his wallet's there. And then we see him tune, I don't know.
Tune.
Yeah. For the first time. And like there's so many the lighting, the attention to detail of the cars. Like this is not one movie where you find one continuity error.
I don't think so. No, and like since we started doing this, I look a lot for those. It's like, oh, they missed that. Oh, that's reversed in the next scene. It's like, no, you don't see that with this.
In fact, they do a thing on purpose in this movie about continuity errors where when he meets Carl Harris, John Murdoch does, and he goes, wait a minute, I didn't have a scar there.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you talking about, Johnny? And also the Shelby, like, they kind of make it a thing to look for continuity. Like, they're kind of, Alex Proyas is kind of tapping your shoulder like, are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? You should be. You should be. Because I don't think anyone could fall asleep or get bored during this movie. It's like especially if you've never seen it before, like head on a swivel, right? I really do get sad about the detective though, who kind of goes nuts and ends his life on the train, the red line,
right?
The express line rather, because you kind of wanted to. I mean, I get it. They kill off the character because he's kind of no longer needed, but at the same time. So, let's see.
Yeah, I love all the it's like I love it, but it's like weird. It's like the names for the strangers. You have like Mr. Hand and Mr. Words and Mr. Teeth, and da da da, and it's like more that collective because they're all just one person and they identify as a different
body part. That is it's funny you mentioned that. You're the first person besides me that noticed that, where they're all part of an ant hive. There's Mr. Hand who does the dirty work.
Yeah.
Right? There's Mr. Glove. There's another movie, I'm trying to think of what it was, that we covered where they did the same thing, exact same thing, where they're all like, each of them is a body part. Oh, yeah. V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
Also by the Wachowski brothers.
Okay.
Remember? Because it's the head, the fingerman.
Yeah.
That
and
also
they're all just a piece of that. Okay.
And if you watch that movie, there's a lot of Dark City things going on in there too. I think the Wachowski brothers made a whole career, or sisters, sorry, apologize for our communities out there. I think that they plagiarized the shit out of this movie.
Yeah.
Because
just been taking pieces and using that to make their projects.
So, let's see. Oh man. Okay. This is acting gold. Another scene I must bring up is when Jennifer Connelly comes home from her gig, and then she meets Dr. Schraber.
Yeah.
Right. And then he's like, "Your husband's confused." Da da da. She gets home, and he's sitting there smoking, and he goes, and his dialogue is perfect. He goes, "My brand, I hope," because he's smoking.
Yeah.
And she goes, "John, like, where have you been?" And he's like, I don't know, but I found these and he pulls out like all the newspaper clippings. And then he's like, am I supposed to be your husband? She's like, supposed to be. Like, the acting is so good. It does not seem like acting.
Everything felt natural. Like the dialogue itself, it was very well written. And because it felt natural, like a lot of dialogue you read, you're like, yeah, that was forced. Like,
yes.
It just didn't feel, even when they're trying to be serious, it's just like, yeah, that, like the beginning part of that paragraph felt good, but the last part, it feels like they didn't know what to write, and so they just put random movie dialogue.
I don't think that I think the movie that beats this in dialogue, because even in the theatrical version where this is kind of cut and sushied up, but if you watch the director's cut, it is very much not, like I'm saying, do yourself a favor, watch the director's cut.
Watch the director's cut. It's better.
And also, too, this is a buy movie. This is not a rent movie.
Yes, you will watch this every year.
You will watch this, and you will find new little tiny clues and hints and things. I mean, dude, I have a good little simile for this. This is like L.A. Confidential meets Batman, but with a sci-fi twist.
Right. I was going to mention L.A. Confidential earlier. I was like, yeah, it's similar kind of.
There's a very L.A. Confidential thing going on. They came out the same year.
Yeah, okay.
And L.A. Confidential is star-studded ensemble cast. This is a no-name basic cast, and story is the main. Yeah. Is the main thing.
Yeah, like Kiefer Sutherland and Jennifer Connelly are the two.
And Riff Raff.
That's about it. Yeah, but they're like the two big ones. Yeah, but it's like,
I have one problem with this movie.
Yeah.
And, oh, God, another great scene just came with me with William Hurt is when he's playing his accordion. And then when Jennifer Connelly gets in the car and she goes, "It's beautiful. Who gave this to you?" And he goes, "My mother gave it to me." And he touches it. And you could tell he knows how to play it.
Yeah.
But he goes, "Funny thing, I don't remember when she gave it to me." And he goes, "How would someone forget that?"
Oh, yeah.
Such a great...
Just those little
hints.
Those taps, yeah.
Because we really don't know what's going on until Act 3 of this movie.
Yeah.
This movie is 3.5 acts, though, because it's Act 1, John Murdoch, what's going on. Act 2 is Kiefer Sutherland's character.
Yeah.
Act 3, the strangers versus John Murdoch. And then Act 4, which is our epilogue, is the future of Dark City.
Right.
It's so good. And then also too, I love it when he's talking to Carl Harris and he goes, "Wait a minute, what happened to the daylight?"
Yeah.
And he goes, No, I've been up for hours. And he goes, "Is it PM or AM?" And he goes, "I don't know, Johnny."
Yeah.
And then Also, too,
He's like, yeah, like when's the last time you remember seeing the
seeing
sun?
sunlight.
Yeah.
Here's the other weird thing, too. Do you remember at the end of the movie? We're not spoiling anything, by the way. This is a spoiler-free review. We see Carl Harris not in a wheelchair get up for her when she gets off from her shift. Did you notice that?
I didn't notice that.
She takes the train when she wakes up as Anna now,
Yeah.
and she works at a movie theater now, and she's no
Right.
longer a lounge
Yeah, and
singer.
she does the switches and everything.
She does
yeah.
what she gets on a train, and we see Carl Harris, who we saw in a wheelchair,
The uncle.
the uncle,
Yeah.
and he stands up out of his
That's right.
chair to offer it to her as a gentleman.
Holy moly. I just totally glossed right by that. Oh, so yeah, he was never paralyzed. He just had the memory and thought
That
he was.
he was.
Yeah. That's so trippy.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, this movie. See, now you want to rewatch it again.
Yeah.
Here goes something really cool. The chest that he has that says Carl Harris on it,
Yeah.
like the suitcase. I actually have an identical suitcase of that my uncle gave my dad in the 70s that I actually wound up for. It's got all my D&D stuff in it. So it's the same one. And the funny thing is it says DH on it. So David Harris, not Carl Harris.
Yeah.
Because it was my dad's.
Right.
If you guys don't know, that's my dad's name. Don't dox me, bro. See, the one problem I do have in this, though, is when William Hurt and William Hurt's character, the detective, is with John Murdoch, and they finally go to Shell Beach, and they knock down with
Oh, the
sledgehammers.
wall. Yeah.
And then the strangers come. And the only reason why I don't like it is this is where I think they skimped on the effects, because William Hurt's character kind of just flies out. That doesn't happen in space. I know it's not important to the plot, though, and I know that's what they were concentrating on, but it did bug me.
Where he just floats out or whatever. Well, I mean, said he gets in a scuffle and they fall out or whatever. So it's like, okay, he got pushed out by the other guy.
No,
so
but I mean,
that's where the momentum
No, but
comes
I mean,
from.
gore it up. Let them, like, bleed out of their eyeballs and stuff, you know, like,
I don't know if it actually happens like that.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, didn't you see Event Horizon? That's actually the... I've heard...
I don't know, man. I've heard you just, like, if you're outside, you just, like, freeze. It's like, because there's absence of everything.
Yeah,
It just,
but
like,
your blood
freezes.
does boil, though. Even if you're fresh,
Interesting.
even if yeah, because he was basically because your heart's still pumping, so your blood does boil. It's called
okay.
the actual word, the medical term is called anoxia. How do I know this?
Anoxia.
It was my first band name. It's when your blood boils under pressure.
Okay.
There's got to be more we could talk about this. Not to the nothing like a little healthy paranoia. This movie's actually quotable.
Yeah. Okay.
A little bit, like, you know.
A little bit. I don't. It's not like overly quotable.
Well, I love the cool in your heels. I like that. Are you supposed to be my wife? That's funny.
Yeah.
My brand, I hope. I mean, that scene alone has got quotable things. What I mean is the dialogue is so powerful in this movie.
Yeah.
Is that there's little, like, one-liners in it. They're not supposed to be funny.
No.
They're supposed to be impactful. Like, this movie could have actually probably had a $10 million budget and still worked. I'm thinking.
Maybe. Yeah.
Just off the dialogue itself.
Right.
This is a movie that could have been a 1940s, 1950s, 1960s radio show and worked.
Yeah, like 40s, 50s radio show.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have gone over very well. Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes, too, is this, like, how the tuning, how John Murdoch does not understand how it works. So he's running away from William Hurt's character, the detective, and he just creates a door.
Yeah, in the basement or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and things like that. But then when you see the strangers use it, and you see this low-class couple talking about, like, working at the docks, and he's got a wife beater on, and then the tuning happens at 12 o'clock,
And
you see the
pass out.
table stretch.
Yeah.
And then they put on suits and give them lobster and take away their slop. And
Right.
it's just like, oh, God, man, it's so great. And also the whole Shell Beach thing, it's like, it's almost like the strangers were putting out this glimmer of God. Like there is a solution. Can you figure it out? And what it is getting to Shell Beach. If you can get to Shell Beach, we'll figure out the human soul.
Yeah.
We could live. And if you guys could do it, maybe we'll end this experiment.
Right. And that's because the Shell Beach is really the golden suitcase.
It is.
Of the movie, yeah.
Which is funny because it's in the suitcase that he has that leads him to Carl Harris.
Postcard.
It's the bingo.
And that was trippy too, with like his drawing book.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, when I first looked at this, it was empty,
and now it's full
and
of
now
images.
it's full of images. And he's like, I like don't know where this came from.
Yeah,
you know.
So, do you think the strangers did that, or do you think he did it with?
No, I think he did it with the tuning.
I think he did it too.
Yeah.
But do you think he did it involuntarily because he is programmed with the fake memories, but he wasn't fully programmed?
Right. Yeah, I definitely think it was that. Yeah.
Overall message of this movie is really great because this movie is actually about, are we a product of our memories or are we a product of our souls? And and like I said, I mean, movies like Donnie Darko, movies like The Matrix, this movie was the prototype for so many good other movies
that make you think about reality.
And this is one of those movies too, when I watched it, and I believe I was 17 at the time. It was 1998. No, wait, I was 15. I immediately wanted to go buy another ticket and watch it.
Yeah.
And it was just one, and I could not wait. I remember we rented this movie when it was a new arrival.
Yeah.
And dude, I burnt out this tape. I watched it like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, wow.
I was just like in love with this movie. It is so impactful.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you don't think it is, look at how many other movies borrowed from this. It is really great. And I do have a suggestion. So I was thinking, because we're about to end the episode. We're almost at an hour. This also, another movie, kind of a little bit, tiny bit borrowed from this.
Yeah.
It's not The Matrix.
Okay.
But it's damn close. And I guarantee you haven't watched it in a minute. I say the next movie we cover is Constantine.
Interesting.
Have you seen it recently?
When did I watch that last? Yeah, I think I watched it last, like, August, September, something like that.
I watched it 3 days ago. Dude, Act 1, great. Act 2, Act 3, oh my God, great.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think we should cover Constantine next.
One of my faves, yeah.
Cool.
Always good.
We got to do it. So I know I talked a lot during this thing, but I had a lot to say about it. You any final thoughts, final words, great scenes, or maybe you might bring up a whole new conversation. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, final thing I had to say that I really enjoyed was when Kiefer Sutherland's character injects him with the memories.
Yeah,
you know, of him being implanted. And all that.
And he's at his school, and he's like, "Hey, John, I inserted myself in your memories just to help you out.
Yeah.
By the way, here's what the stranger's machine, and this is how you use it.
Yeah.
And then it shows John floating upstairs. And goes, "You're getting the hang of it, John. Someday you'll be running this place."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's like, "I'm really sorry for ruining your childhood, but this is really important.
Right.
I must be in your memories."
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. And by the way, another great scene is I love how Dr. Schreiber loves to hang out in that green pool.
Yeah.
Because he knows they have an aversion to water.
Well, they have an aversion to water, and also because he's crippled, and that's the only place he can move freely. Yeah.
I did not put that together. Oh, my God, you're right. No, you're right, because, he's crippled. Because they injured him really bad. And he was... But do you think he deleted all of his own memories, or do you the doctor?
No, he said that they forced him to delete his memories.
But do you think that he made a special batch for himself to?
That's a good question. I feel like he wanted to, but they were watching him so closely, especially early on, that like he just couldn't do it. Like he just lost his memories.
Okay,
you know?
So you think it's kind of random that You think it's kind of random that that John Murdoch just became the chosen one?
That's a good question.
And then I have another question for you about this actually opens up a little can of worms. This movie takes place, remember, he explains different eras, different pasts, all rolled in one together. Obviously, this came out in 1998, so there was like cell phones, but everything in here is noir. So it's like the strangers must have took their experiments probably 30s, 40s, 50s, right? Probably.
That's like the weird thing, though, because, okay, there's kids in the movie and stuff like that. It had to have been more recent sort of thing.
Because there is children.
So they had to have kids while being there.
So
right?
they could have taken them from the...
But, like, also, like, if they took them from the 30s or 40s, like, wouldn't John's character be older, or is it still like that time period on Earth?
That's okay. Here's what I think. I think that this takes place in 1998 in modern times, but they took them all
to like the perceived golden era,
and because they're creating memories, no one's inventing anything new.
No, nobody has a need to or anything like that.
Because all their
every
needs
day,
are
like
kind of
reset.
met.
Yeah.
Oh, this reminds me of something too. So there was this thing that my brother showed me, and he based it off this. So he's one of the not my stepbrother, but or not stepbrother, half brother, rather.
Yeah.
He showed me this thing, and he called it. I forgot the name of it. It's like Megalopolis, but it was a SimCity 2000 experiment where he actually did the train track going in exactly the Dark City thing.
Oh.
And this person made Dark City exactly.
Oh, wow.
And by just doing the train track that way and having everyone so close to work and they have no access to cars, everything's trained. Everyone's happiness was exactly 50.
Huh.
But he actually had the highest population of any other person. So he basically beat the game by recreating Dark City on a video game that came out in the 90s, like early 90s.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure SimCity 2000 came around 1991, which is even more ironic.
Huh.
I think it was either 91 or 92. But yeah, and when you see the video being made, they play the Dark City music. It's pretty cool.
That's dope. Okay.
I might have to track it down and link it to this, but I don't even know if I could find it. But my brother was weird, like on creepypasta, and was able to. That's where he found it from. He's like, someone made Dark City and SimCity. And I'm like, really? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, and it's exactly like Dark City, where the happiness is exactly 50.
Right.
50% down the line. And everyone works walking distance or train ride from their house, and it makes them sadder. And everything is, and the way he had the industrial things going, it blocked out the sun. So it was almost exactly, yeah, it was really weird. Yeah. Like the pollution level was super high. And, but anyway, we love this movie. We give it a 96. Definitely suggest you watch the director's cut if you don't have access to it, but you have access to Amazon, so you clearly do. The theatrical version is still great to watch. And by the way, the director's cut and the theatrical version only have about 5 to 10 minutes more.
Yeah.
It's just the editing is better and the pacing is better.
Yep.
And like I said, if you're a period piece, if you're a noir fan, if you're a sci-fi fan, if you're a mystery fan, if you're a crime fan,
gothic
horror,
yeah,
and Lovecraftian, very much Lovecraftian.
Yep.
It's just great. It's and there's kind of like an underlying political message here too about just control.
Yeah,
and it does really. It's not like hit you in the face like V for Vendetta does necessarily. It's more of just like, it really is a think piece.
Yes.
And it's beautifully shot. Mm-hmm. You could take any screenshot from this movie. I mean, the trailer itself is just screenshots, basically. This movie is art.
Yes.
It is so
very artistic. But not to the point of being...
blah.
Yeah, just like super... just boring and like stuck up.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
It's not highfalutin.
Yeah,
this is art like a great.
It's not pretentious art.
It's not.
There we go.
There you go. That's the word.
Yeah.
This is like a great pizza.
Yeah,
minimal ingredients, but a lot of love and care put into the product.
Yeah,
and when I say minimal ingredients, I mean the budget. But and the casting and everything else, like very minimal. Mm-hmm. And I really like that the effects actually do hold up.
Yep.
The sci-fi mind battle at the end was a little...
It's definitely cheesy,
but
100%. But
the director's cut, they
friggin'
cut
awesome.
it a lot. Yeah, in the director's cut, they cut a lot out of it.
Yeah.
And the acting is phenomenal. This movie is like it's almost a flawless movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm giving it like I said, I personally gave it like near Predator status at a 99. It's really great. All right, Antonius, we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, we are.
But stay tuned for After Dark. We're gonna talk about Cinema Court. We got a case. The Thing versus The Faculty. Who will win? I don't know.
We'll find out, though.
We'll find out.
Stay tuned, guys. You should find out, too.
And I'm sorry for the 3-week absence. Like I said, some acts of God happened, and I didn't want to release an episode without Antonius. We're kind of a tag team now. Didn't seem right to do it without him. And I'm not going to say it's not going to happen again. It's going to happen once in a while, but that's why you got to be a Patreon member, because we always at least have something weekly for you guys. But we appreciate it. Remember, patreon.com/nightpartypod. Remember to like, share, tell a friend, all the other good stuff here on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And remember, you could always email us, and we do take suggestions as well.
We do.
And that's at knifepartypod@yahoo.com, because we keep it old school. I have some videotapes to return. How about you?
I'll join you.
All right, I'm going to Meadows Video. See you later, guys.